बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम क़ाल रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हुल क़ौला. Welcome to learning math skills with Kashif. So today we will do some theorems of proportions. As you know, that is a part of your unit number 3 of class 10. So we will discuss some theorems. Other words, you can say we will discuss some properties of proportions. So these, and then we will do some questions from exercise 3.4 and 3.6 which are related to these properties or these theorems. इन questions को हम इन theorems या इन properties की मदद से solve करेंगे. So first of all, I write A ratio B, a proportion. Let four quantities A, B and C in proportion form. As you know, we can write this in fraction form. Means A over B is equal to C over D. We can write in this way. Okay, now we will discuss these theorems separately. It's very easy. The first of all, theorem of invertendo. Invertendo mean, जैसा कि लफ्ज से वाज़े हो रहा है, इन्वर्ट मतलब किस चीज को उलट देना. तो सिमिलरली इफ वी invert these values, we will get B over A, and if we invert this value, we will get D over C. So that is your theorem of invertendo. Means we will invert the values. What जो भी अमल हम एक साइड पे करेंगे वही अमल हमने दूसरी साइड पे भी करना है. ठीक है. So that is your first theorem, invertendo. Now the next theorem is alternando. Alternando. I again write here A over B is equal to C over D. So in alternando theorem, we will interchange the place of these two values. Means C will come in place of B and B will come in place of C. What we get? A over C is equal to B over D. That is your alternando theorem. So next one is componendo theorem. I again write this one. A over B is equal to C over D. Now componendo theorem. In componendo theorem, we will add the denominator with the numerator. Means A plus B over B is equal to C plus D over D. Right? This is the one part. The other one, or you can add in this way, A over A plus B is equal to C over C plus D. Means in componendo theorems, we will add the denominator quantity with the numerator quantity. So that is we get componendo theorem. And then the dividendo theorem, that is similar to this property. In this property, we will subtract instead of plus. यानी प्लस करने की जगह पे हम उसको माइनस करेंगे. A over B is equal to C over D. So according to dividendo theorem, we will get A minus B over A is equal to C minus D over D. Here we add in componendo theorem, and in dividendo theorem we will subtract. In the other way, you will write in this way, A over A minus B is equal to C over C minus D. And the next one is componendo dividendo theorem, and this is the most important. ये अगली पूरी एक्सरसाइज में हमने इस प्रॉपर्टी को, इस थ्योरम को हमने यूज करके बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करना है. कंपोनेंडो डिविडेंडो, जिस तरह नाम से लग रहा है कि इन दोनों को इकट्ठा करें तो कंपोनेंडो डिविडेंडो थ्योरम बन जाता है. कंपोनेंडो में हमने क्या किया था? हमने दोनों वैल्यूज को ऐड किया था. यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया था? माइनस किया था. मीन्स इन दोनों वैल्यूज को अब हमने इकट्ठा करके कंपोनेंडो डिविडेंडो थ्योरम बनाना है. क्या होगा वो? A ओवर B इज इक्वल टू C ओवर D. तो वेरी सिंपल, just we will add first A plus B and A minus B, that is equal to C plus D over C minus d. Means one time we will add and in the denominator we will subtract. Similarly we will do on the other side. So this theorem we will use in next whole exercise 3.4. These are the theorems. So let's start now exercise 3.4. So question number 1 of exercise 3.4 in front of you. थ्योरम्स अभी आपने जो पढ़े हैं उसमें कंपोनेंडो डिविडेंडो थ्योरम जिस तरह मैंने बताया था हर क्वेश्चन में हमने अप्लाई करना है. क्वेश्चन क्या है? प्रूव दैट a रेशो b इज इक्वल टू c रेशो d. इफ यू राइट दिस इन फ्रैक्शन फॉर्म क्या बनेगा? a ओवर b इज इक्वल टू c ओवर d. इसको हमने प्रूव करना है. इफ दिस इक्वेशन इज इक्वल टू दिस इक्वेशन मीन्स इस इक्वेशन को हमने इसमें कन्वर्ट करना है. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. इसको हम किस तरह करेंगे? अगर आप एक क्वेश्चन सीख लेंगे तो अब बाकी जो रिमेनिंग पार्ट ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन यू कैन डू वेरी इजीली. बहुत आसान क्वेश्चन है. बाय अगर हम इसके ऊपर कंपोनेंडो डिविडेंडो थ्योरम अप्लाई करें तो व्हाट वाज द थ्योरम? वो थ्योरम क्या था? वो ये थ्योरम था कि हम डिनोमिनेटर वैल्यू को एक दफ़ा प्लस करेंगे और एक दफ़ा माइनस करेंगे. लुक हियर मीन्स 4a प्लस 5b प्लस 4a minus 5b means you will add this value in this value. Now you will subtract 4a plus 5b minus 4a minus 5b, and similarly this step on other side 4c plus 5d, and we will add this value 4c minus 5d, and now we will divide 4c plus 5d minus 4c minus 5d. We applied the componendo dividendo theorem. Now simply open the brackets and we will simplify. When there is plus, there is no need to change any signs. Simply open the bracket 4a plus 5b plus 4a minus 5b over 4a plus 5b. This minus will change the sign, mean minus 4a minus minus plus 5b. Same case here 4c plus 5d plus 4c minus 5d, 4c plus 5d minus 4c plus 5d. So now here we have 5b cut with minus 5b, 4a cut with minus 4a. Same here 5d with 5d and 4c with 4c. When we add these two values 4 plus 4 8a over 5b plus 5b 10b, that is equal to 4 plus 4 8c, 5 plus 5 10d. Now we want to remove 8 over 10. So with which number we will multiply? With which fraction? Simply what is the reciprocal of this 8 over 10? That is 10 over 8. So multiply 10 over 8 on both sides. Multiply 10 over 8 on both sides. So while multiply by 10 over 8 multiply by 8 over 10, a b is equal to 8c over 10d multiply by 10 over 8, it will cut. So what we get? A over b is equal to c over d. This is in fraction form. You can write in this proportion form. How? That is a ratio b is equal to c ratio d, and that's all we have to prove. और यही हमने प्रूव करना था. मीन्स सिंपली कंपोनेंडो डिविडेंडो थ्योरम अप्लाई करना है आपने और उसके बाद आपने सिंप्लीफाई कर लेना है. रिमेनिंग ऑल पार्ट्स विल हैव द सेम प्रोसीजर. यही मेथड है. इतनी स्टेप्स में क्वेश्चन खत्म होंगे. अब हम नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. इसी क्वेश्चन का एक दो पार्ट्स और करते हैं हम. So now I write part 5 of this same question, the same method. This question is given to you proportion form. So first we will change this into fraction form. What we get? PA plus QB over PA minus QB is equal to PC plus QD over PC minus QD. So by applying componendo dividendo theorem, ये लाइन जो ऊपर लिखी हुई है इसको आपने यहाँ पे लिखना है. अब हम इसके ऊपर अप्लाई करेंगे. We will add one time, we will subtract one time. PA plus QB plus PA minus QB over PA plus QB minus PA minus QB is equal to PC plus QD plus PC minus QD. Same case in the denominator, PC plus QD minus PC minus, little lengthy questions but quite easy. Just open the bracket, PA plus QB plus PA minus QB over PA plus QB. This minus will change the sign. Minus PA plus QB is equal to PC plus QD plus PC minus QD over PC plus QD minus PC plus QD. Now QB would cut with QB, PA would cut with PA, here QD cut with QD and PC would cut with PC. So when we add this PA plus PA, what we get? 2PA over AB plus AB, 2AB is equal to 2PC over 2QD. So simplify, 2 cut with 2, 2 cut with 2. Now what is left here? PA over PA over QB. It seems like A. It's not A, it's Q. PC over QD. Now we have to want to remove PQ. So with which fraction we will multiply? What is the reciprocal of PQ? That is Q over P. So it means we multiply QP on the both sides. We will write here a line multiply by Q over P on both sides. So I direct multiply Q over P multiply by PA over QB is equal to PC over QD multiply by Q over P. So P cut with P, Q cut with Q. What we left? A over B is equal to C over D, means A ratio B is equal to C ratio D. The same thing we want to prove. So I hope you understand this method. The last question of this, the last part of this question, now we will solve. Again the same question, prove that the given value is this one. By applying componendo dividendo theorem, we will add one time, we will subtract one time. Means A square plus B square plus A square minus B square divided by A square plus B square minus A square minus B square is equal to AC plus BD plus AC minus BD. Now AC plus BD subtract AC minus BD. Open the brackets. No sign change when there is a plus sign. A square plus B square plus A square minus B square over A square plus B square. This minus will change the sign. AC plus BD plus AC minus BD over AC plus BD minus AC plus BD. So similar in the previous question, like B square cut with B square, A square cut with A, BD cut with B, AC cut with AC. So A square plus A square, 2A square over 2B square is equal to 2AC over 2BD. 2 cut with this one, 2 cut with this one. What we get here? A square over B square, AC over BD. Now we want to remove A and B from here and A and B from here. So what is the reciprocal of A over B? That is B over A. So multiply B over A on both sides. So B over A multiplied by A square over B square, that is equal to AC over BD multiplied by B over A. So this B will cut this one, A will cut this one, A when cut with A square, A is left, B cut with B square, what you get? B is left. So what we left here, A over B is equal to C over D. The same case we write in proportion form, A ratio B is equal to C ratio D. The same thing we want to prove. So I hope you understand question number 1. Do the remaining parts of this part. Similar same method, एक ही तरीका है इसका, कंपोनेंट और डिविडेंड और थ्योरम अप्लाई करना है आपने, उसके बाद आपने इसको सिंप्लीफाई करना है। इस फॉर्म में आपके पास देख कोई आंसर आएगा, यहाँ पे आपने देखना है कि उसको किस तरह हम A ओवर B इज इक्वल टू C और D में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं। सो नाउ मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ दिस एक्सरसाइज। सो नाउ वी विल स्टार्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 2। इन दिस क्वेश्चन इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन। The all parts from this question comes as a part of our board paper, and it is a long question, a question of 4 marks, so it's very important. It's a little bit lengthy question, but it's not difficult. So we have to find the value of this one. If x is equal to 3yz over y minus z is given to you by using componendo dividendo theorem. Okay, we start from this one because this is given to you. We name it equation 1. X is equal to 3yz over y minus z. We call it equation 1. So from equation 1, here we have 3yz. We will move 3y on the other side of the equation, so it will come in the reciprocal. X is equal to 3y over, so when we move 3y here, only z is left here, so y minus z. Clear? Why we move 3y? 3y ही हमने क्यों मूव किया है? 3y हमने इसलिए मूव किया है क्योंकि जब हम इसके ऊपर कंपोनेंडो डिविडेंडो थ्योरम लगाएंगे तो हमें ये रिक्वायरमेंट चाहिए। इसी तरह हमें इसी इक्वेशन से एक दफ़ा हम 3z को इधर मूव करेंगे। मैं उसको भी साथ ही पैरेलल करता हूं ताकि आपको समझ आ जाए। अगेन हम यही इक्वेशन लेंगे, x इज इक्वल टू 3yz over y minus z. Again we will write here equation 1 from equation 1. Now we will move 3z on the other side. It means x over 3z is equal to, when we get 3z from here, what is left? That is y, mean y minus z. मतलब कि हमने पहले यहाँ से 3y को इधर मूव किया है, पीछे आपके पास y ओवर y माइनस z रह गया, एंड यहाँ पे आपने 3z को आपने इधर मूव किया है। दोनों क्वेश्चंस को हम पैरेलल लेके चलेंगे ताकि एक पे जब हम अप्लाई करें तो ये आपके पास आंसर आ जाए, दूसरे में हमारे पास ये आंसर आ जाए, और बाद में हम इसको सबट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो वी विल गेट आवर आंसर। सो नाउ बाय अप्लाइंग कंपोनेंडो डिविडेंडो थ्योरम, you will write here a line by yourself by using componendo dividendo theorem. Theorem क्या था कि we will add this value one time and we will add subtract this time this value one time, as you did in the previous question. Means x plus 3y over x minus 3y, that is equal to z plus y minus z over z minus y minus z. So when we solve it, x plus 3y over x minus 3y is equal to, open the bracket, no change in the sign, z plus y minus z over z minus y plus z. Here z cuts, so we will get x minus 3y is equal to y over 2z minus y. Clear? So now we will solve second part. Again the same method we will write here by applying componendo dividendo theorem. We will add one time, we will subtract one time, means x plus 3z over x minus 3z. Add y plus y minus z over y minus z. The same thing, no change. X minus 3z. Y plus y minus z over y minus y plus z. It will cancel. 2y minus z over z. Here we get x plus 3z over x minus 3c. Now we will get the value of this one, x plus 3, that is this one. We name it equation 2. Now here we need x minus 3y in the numerator, but if we look at it is in the denominator. So what we will do here, as we read the property or theorems of the proportions, there is we understand our theorem invertendo theorem. It means कि we can invert him, हम इसको उल्ट कर सकते हैं, न्यूमिनेटर को डिनोमिनेटर और डिनोमिनेटर को न्यूमिनेटर बना सकते हैं. So by using invertendo theorem, x minus 3y over x plus 3y is equal to 2z minus y over y. Now this is your equation 3. This is your equation 3 according to same to this equation. So now we will subtract both equations to get the left hand side. So I will write here again. You will write here x minus 3y over x plus 3y minus x plus 3z over x minus 3z. Now what is here? 2z minus y over y. 2z minus y over y, and there is a subtraction sign. 2y minus z over z. 2y minus z over z. So what will be the LCM? Your LCM is yz. This whole value will multiply with z, that is 2z minus y, and this whole multiply with the y, 2y minus z. So now open the brackets and solve. Z into z, what we get? 2z square minus zy minus 2y square plus yz over yz. This will cut and we will take 2 common. 2 into z square minus y square over yz. That is your required answer. Means you have to find the value of this one. So this is the value of your required. Given thing is this one. So it's the important question. We will do another part with the same pattern, same इसी तरीके से इतनी स्टेप्स में हम एक क्वेश्चन और करते हैं ताकि आपको मुकम्मल तौर पे इस मेथड की समझ आ जाए. सो हम नेक्स्ट देखते हैं कौन सा क्वेश्चन करते हैं हम अभी. So I write the fifth part of question number 2. Again the same question, the same pattern. You have to find the value of this thing if s is equal to 6pq over p minus q by using componendo dividendo theorem. So S is equal to 6pq over p minus q. This is your equation 1. S is equal to 6pq over p minus q. Again, that is your equation 1. So what we need here, first we need here 3p, means we will factorize in this way that we can move 3p on the other way. If I factorize, I can factorize 3p into 2q, right? 3 2s are 6. Now we will move 3p in this way. Why 3p? Because we need 3p for to make this condition. So similarly यहाँ पे हम क्या मूव करेंगे? We will move 3q. S is equal to 3q into 2p. So what we get here? P minus q. So now move 3p on the other side, S over 3p. What we get here? We left here 2q over p minus q. Now by applying componendo dividendo theorem, we will add one time and we will subtract one time. So S plus 3p, S minus 3p is equal to 2q plus p minus q over, we will add now 2q minus p minus q, we will subtract. So by adding 2q minus q, q is left, q plus p over 2q minus p plus q. So we will get q plus p over 3q minus p. That is the value of S plus 3p over S minus 3p. But what we need here? We need S minus 3p in the numerator. Here it is in the denominator. So what we do? हम क्या करेंगे? हम again इसके ऊपर invertendo theorem लगाएंगे और हम इसको invert कर देंगे. Means S minus 3p over S plus 3p is equal to 3q minus p over q plus p. So this is your equation 2. Means we find the value of this portion. Now we will find the value of this portion. So what we move here? We will move in this portion 3q. S over 3q is equal to 2p over p minus q. So by applying componendo dividendo theorem, write the line when you are solving questions in your class or in the paper. You must write the line down here. So what is componendo dividend theorem? We will add this one time and we will subtract. Means S plus 3q over S minus 3q, that is equal to 2p plus p minus q over 2p minus p minus q. So solve it. 2p plus p, that is 3p minus q over 2p minus p plus q. So S plus 3q over S minus 3q is equal to 3p minus q over p plus q. That is your equation number 3. In the previous question there is a sign of subtraction, so we will subtract both equations, but now here is a sign of addition, so it means we will add equation number 2 and 3. What is your equation number 3? Left hand side will be added on the left hand side and right hand side added to the right hand side. Means S minus 3p over S plus 3p plus s plus 3q over s minus 3q is equal to what we get here, 3q minus p, 3q minus p over q plus p plus 3p minus q, 3p minus q over p plus q. So denominators are same, so it means you can add p plus q or q plus p is the same thing. So 3q minus p plus 3p minus q, while solving we will get, that is 3q, 2q or 2q plus 2p over p plus q. What is common here? 2 is common here. So what we get? P plus q over p plus q. The whole bracket will cancel. Whole bracket. So the value of this is 2. That is your required answer. So I hope you understand this question. So you have to practice rest of the parts of this question at your home. So do practice rest of the questions. Now we will see the next question of this exercise. So now it's the seventh part of this question. Again, we will solve this question with the help of componendo dividendo theorem. So now you have a lot of practice. What is that theorem? It means you have to this whole value one time add and this whole value one time subtract. So let's start by applying. You have to write here like one line here, by applying componendo dividendo theorem. So I am directly applying x square plus 2 plus x square minus 2. This whole value will be added, x square plus 2 x square minus 2, and now we will subtract the same value, but now we will subtract, plus x square minus 2 subtract x square plus 2 square root minus x square minus 2 square root. So open the brackets, there is plus, so no change in the signs, then minus will change the signs. Right hand side also apply. What is the denominator? 1. So what is componendo theorem? Dividendo 2 plus 1, 2 minus 1. So open the brackets, x square plus 2 plus x square minus 2 plus x square plus 2 minus x square minus 2. In the denominator, x square plus 2 plus x square minus 2, minus will change the sign, x plus 2, this will come positive, x minus 2 square root, 2 plus 3, 2 minus 1, 1. So here x square minus 2, that is positive and that is negative. So we can cancel it. Here this is negative. So similarly these are the same term, x square plus 2 square root, x square plus 2 square root. So how will write? 2 into x square plus 2. We will add them. Similarly, here these two are the same, means 2 into x square minus 2 square root is equal to 3 over 1. 2 cuts with the 2. Now x square over 2 square root over x2 minus 2 square root is equal to 3. 3 over 1 means 3. So now we want to remove this square root. So how we remove? Square root remove करने के लिए आपको हमेशा square करना पड़ता है. So by taking square on both sides, by taking square on both sides, हम दोनों साइड्स पे स्क्वायर कर लेते हैं. So this square will remove both the square roots. So what we get now, x square plus 2 over x square minus 2. What is the square of 3? That is 9. 3 3 is a 9. So cross multiply, x square plus 2 is equal to 9 multiplied by x square minus 2. X square plus 2 is equal to 9 x square minus 18. Move variables in one way. X square minus 9x square is equal to minus 18 minus 2. So minus 8x square is equal to minus 20. X square is equal to minus 20 over minus 8. So you can divide it by, it will cut and you can simplify. So x square is equal to 5 4s are and 2 4s are 8. So we have to find, question is solved, so it means we have to find the value of x. So now by taking square roots on both sides, what we get, x is equal to plus minus 5 over 2 square root. That is your answer. So rest of the question you practice at your home and do practice at your home. अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आपको ये questions आ जाएं तो you have to practice. Rest of the questions are same. In whole exercise we used only one theorem, that is componendo dividendo theorem. So now we will start exercise 3.6. So now we have a new method which we use in this exercise 3.6, and this is the last exercise of this chapter because we already did 3.7 in my previous lecture. So this is the last lecture. I conclude all the chapter, the whole exercise in this, the same chapter 3.5 and 3.4 and 3.6 in one chapter. So now what is K method? Let A over B and C over D are your proportions and we let that is equal to K. So if I write it separately, A over B is equal to K. So when we cross multiply, what we get? A is equal to BK. Similarly, C over D is equal to K, and if I cross multiply, what we get? C is equal to DK. If we have an other value, that is E over F is equal to K. So what we get? E is equal to Fk. So simply this is called K method. In these questions we will replace the values of A, C and E. We will replace the value of A, C and D. What is the value of A? That is BK. What is the value of C? That is DK. What is the value of E? That is FK. And then we will prove that both the sides are equal. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. So again I write, let A over B is equal to C over D is equal to K. So A is equal to BK and C is equal to DK. Now replace the A with BK and C with the DK and solve this equation. So we will do both the left hand side and right hand side parallel way. So replace the value 6 with the BK minus 5B over 6 BK plus 5B is equal to 6 DK minus 5D, and same here 6 DK plus 5D. So what is common here? B is common here. What we get now? 6K minus 5 divided by, what is common here, b. So what we get here, 6, sorry, it's a 6k, 6k plus 5 is equal to, what is common here, d is common. So what we get, ck minus 5. Similarly, d is common here. So 6k plus 5. D cuts with D, B cuts with B. So what we get, 6k minus 5 over 6k plus 5, that is equal to 6k minus 5 over 6k plus 5. Hence left hand side is equal to right hand side. So let's see another part of this exercise. I write another part, and we have to prove a over b is equal to a square plus c square over b square plus d square square root with the k method. Again we will write the same things. Let a over b is equal to c over d is equal to k. So what we get, a is equal to bk and c is equal to dk. So replace the values in this question. What is the value of a? That is bk. So on the left hand side, bk over b is equal to, what is the value of a? That is bk, mean bk square plus c square square root. And what is the value of b square? No. What is the value of d square? No. So we will not replace any values because we have to only values of a and c. So what we get here, b cuts with b, k is equal to, when we take square, b square k square plus c square over, what is the value of c? We have to find replace the value of c here. The c value is dk. So we will replace the value of dk whole square. So it comes d square k square. Mistake किसी से भी हो सकती है. So b square plus d square square root. So now what is common here? B square, k square is common. What we get now? B square plus d square over b square plus d square, that is equal to k. So b square plus d square cuts. So when we take the square root of k, so it proved k is equal to k, means left hand side is equal to right hand side. So rest of the questions you can solve from this exercise. Similarly, in all the questions we have to put the values of a, b and c. Okay, from question number 2 we will do one more question ताकि आपको और अच्छी तरह से इन चीज़ों की समझ आ जाए. उसमें 3 वैल्यूज़ हैं a, b, c, d एंड e, f. उसमें आपने 3 वैल्यूज़ पुट करनी है. ओके, देखते हैं. So in this question we have a over b is equal to c over d is equal to e over f, and then show that this is you have to prove the left hand side is equal to right hand side. Means similar way in which we did previous questions. Let a over b is equal to c over d is equal to e over f is equal to k. So a is equal to bk, c is equal to dk and e is equal to fk. One more value we have now. So replace the value of a, c and e. A, c and e. So what is the value of a? That is bk. What is the value of c? That is dk. Plus what is the value of c? That is dk. What is the value of e? That is fk. Plus what is the value of e? That is fk. And what is the value of a? That is bk over bd, df and fb. We don't have the values of B, D and D, F and F, B. So no need to put the value of this one. So here we have the values of A, C and E. What is the value of A? That is B, K. What is the value of C? That is D, K. What is the value of E? That is F, K over B, D, F and on the whole bracket 2 over 3. So when we multiply this one, what we get? B, D, K square plus F, D, K square plus F, B, K square. Denominators are same, remains the same. So there is no sign, means they are multiplying with each other. We have 3 K's, so we will write B, D, F, K cube over B, D, F. What is on the power? That is 2 over 3. So B, D, F cuts with the B, D, F. Here B, D cuts with the B, D, F, D cuts with the D, F. But this is not the actual way to cancel each other. There is a sign of addition. जब addition का sign हो, it means they are the different terms. This is algebraic expression, so we can't cancel these two values. Here this is only one term, so we can cancel the same variables. Here we will take common first. What is common? Common is K square. What we get in the bracket? BD plus FD plus FB over BD plus DF plus FB, the whole bracket is equal to K power 3 whole power 2 over 3. Now this whole bracket with cuts with this whole bracket. Now some students make a mistake here. BD से BD को cancel कर देंगे FD को. It's a wrong way to do this. The whole bracket cuts with the whole bracket, means in this way the whole bracket cuts with the whole bracket. Here when we multiply 3 with 3, so what we get here? K square, and what we get here on the right left hand side? K square. So that's all for today. Do practice these questions. बोर्ड में हमेशा लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन इसी दो एक्सरसाइज में से आता है 3.4 और 3.6 से, और आपने देख लिया क्वेश्चंस थोड़े से लेंथी हैं बट नॉट अ डिफ़िकल्ट, इजी क्वेश्चंस हैं. आप एक दो क्वेश्चंस करेंगे तो बाकी क्वेश्चंस आपको खुद ही आ जाएंगे. मैं बार बार एक ही बात कहता हूँ कि मैथ हमेशा करने से आता है. तो डू प्रैक्टिस एट योर होम एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू subscribe, share and like learning math skills with Kashif. Assalamu alaikum.